I want to know, who can tell me what story have we been practicing? Janine. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And who can tell me, what does this mean? Jacob. Where does the story happen? And who can tell me, what does this mean? Brooklyn. We already said this one was where. What's this one? Need help? Okay, Alexander. That's what that answer is, but what does this mean? One summer morning is what? That tells us, Diego, can you help him? What does this tell us? We say where, then we say when did the story happen? Then what does this mean? I'm looking for a quiet hand. Daniel.
What's the big idea?
Okay, so then we have to know, what is the big idea of the story? Then we have to know what else? Irene? Because this one is something else. The big idea is here, right? What's the big idea, but what's this one? Can you think of it? Oh, we already said that was this one. Micaiah, what's this one?
Who are the characters?
We want to know who are the characters. Then we want to know what happened first, second or next, and last. And then last, very last, we say, what's the big idea? So we're going to reread a story, and I actually picked a different one, so that way you guys can see lots of the pictures. Okay, so what's the name of our story? Okay, so make sure you have on what? Okay, so it says, once upon a time there were how many bears? Three bears. There was a Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. And they all lived together in their own little house in the woods. Every morning, each of them had a bowl of porridge. Papa Bear had a great big bowl because he was the biggest. Mama Bear had a middle-sized bowl because she was the middle-sized bear. And Baby Bear had a wee little bowl because he was the smallest. They each had a chair to sit in. Papa Bear had a great big chair. Mama Bear had a middle-sized chair. And Baby Bear had a wee little chair. Oh, I don't see everybody's eyes. And they each had a bed to sleep in. Papa Bear had a great big bed. Mama Bear had a middle-sized bed. And Baby Bear had a wee little bed. One morning, the three bears poured their porridge into their bowls, but it was way too hot. So while the porridge was cooling, the three bears went outside for a walk. Very good. But that was the last they ever saw of Goldilocks. So now can we talk about the parts of our story?
Yeah.
So if I ask you, where did the story happen? Joel, are you listening? Where did the story happen, Joel? Where were they? But were they at the beach? Where were they? You have to pay attention. Who can help him? Alana?
In the woods.
They were in the woods. So we know now where the story happened. What do we want to know next? When did the story happen, Anthony?
One summer morning.
One summer morning. Why do we say we know it's one summer morning? Is it light outside or dark?
Light.
It's light. And she's a little girl, and she should be at school if it wasn't summer, right? So we said we're going to say one summer morning. Okay, make sure you're sitting right. I see some people aren't. And then we want to know who are the characters. Jacob, can you help me?
Goldilocks, Papa Bear,
Very good. Is he right?
Yes.
And what's next? We have to know what happened first, Janine.
Go get either porridge and she sat in the chairs and they lay in the bed and she
Right.
lay in the bed.
So show me, how do we do that? She ate their porridge, she sat in their chairs, and she laid in their beds. And then what happened at the end of the story? Isabel.
She ran away and never came back again.
She did. She ran away and she never came back again. And what is the big idea? What is the big idea of the story? What do we learn, Shannon?
To never go in the stranger house again.
Right. We know, Brooklyn, that we never go in a stranger's house, right? So are you guys ready to do something fun?
Yes.
Okay, do you want to make your own book?
Yes.
What picture does this show? Can you see?
The Goldie Bear
And what are they doing?
looking in their beds and
They're looking in the bed. So what does that picture show?
Goldilocks
And this is the part where she does what?
ran away.
She ran away. What does this show us? One of the things that she did. So we know that she sat in their chairs. What does this one show us?
In their bed.
She laid in their beds.
She ate their porridge.
She ate their porridge. I see Micaiah's using her hands. What does this one show us?
In the woods.
That they're in the woods. That's where the story happened. What about this one? Very good. What would this one show maybe? So that one tells us that shows us our big idea, which is to never go into a stranger's house. So do we know all the parts of our story? So what we're going to do is we're going to do writing to say what each picture means, and then I'm going to give them to you all mixed up, and you're going to have to put them in order of how they happened. So can you remember that? Okay, so keep it right there. The blue group is sitting nice and quietly. They get to go first. Blue group. Where's Blue? Alana, you left your scarf. And then I want red group. Angel, you're not listening. And I want purple row. And green. And orange. Okay, so what are you going to need right now? You need your pencil. Uh-oh, I hear talking. While we're getting ready, do we need to sing one of our songs? Which one? Do we have a Goldilocks song? No, what song? Okay, so I want you to find this picture. Which one was this, we said? When she runs away. So how can we put that into a sentence? We need a sentence. What did she do? She ran away. Is that a sentence?
No.
Yes. So tell me, how do we spell the word she?
S-E-H-E.
I heard S-E-E. What's that word? So it's S-H-E because we hear what sound? Sh. E. She. Okay, so I want you to write that word. She. Aaron, sit right. Then what's the next word? We said she ran. Let me hear the sounds. A, n. Micaiah?
R.
Micaiah had a nice quiet hand. She was the only one. Micaiah, tell me.
R-A-N.
Okay, so she ran away. Okay, so what letter says ah? Make sure you have your 2 fingers spaced. And then I need this sound. What letter is that? W. A. Listen to the sounds. A. A Y. And then I need a period. Once you're done, what are you going to do? Think about it. What do you do when you're done? How do I know you're done? Thumbs up. If you're done, thumbs up. Waiting quietly. That's not done. She ran away. You're missing a letter, Anthony. Okay, are we done with this one?
Yeah.
Okay, put that one on the bottom of your stack so you don't mix it up. What happens in this picture? Find it. What does she do in this picture? She sat in their chair. Okay, I want everyone in their seat. What are you going to do when you're done? Thumbs up. Keep going, Naya. Keep going, Alexander. Okay, then let's start looking at the next one if you're done. Which one is this? That shows us where did the story happen. Where did it happen? In the woods. So that's all we're going to write. In the, how do I spell the? Woods. So does that need a period? Is it a complete sentence? No period. Come on, Maya. You need to finish. We're already going to the next one. Right there. Noah, pay attention. Okay, then which one haven't we done yet? The sun shows us what?
One summer morning.
One summer morning. How do I spell the word one?
O-N-E.
O-N-E spells one. So then summer. Not sunny, summer. Some. What letter am I missing? Then I need myrrh. What letter? M. Then I need 2 letters that say E-R. One summer morning. That tells us when the story happened. Okay, what does this picture show us?
The house.
So what does that tell us? So can we just write the word strangers? Or we could write stranger's house. And that should tell you, you know, never go into a stranger's house. Okay, who is this? Who's the first character? Goldilocks. If it's somebody's name, it needs to start with a?
G.
It has to start, her name starts with a G, but it has to start with a what, Jacob?
Uppercase.
Uppercase letter. Then I see 2 bears that have hats. Who do I think those are?
Mama bear, Papa bear, baby bear.
Listen to my question. I said there are 2 bears that have hats. Who do I think those 2 bears are?
Baby bear, baby bear. Mama bear and Papa bear. Baby bear, baby bear.
Okay, this one is Papa Bear. Which one looks like a baby bear?
This one's
The top or the bottom?
the top.
The top is baby bear. You don't have that one? Keep going, Shannon. Baby bear. And which one's left?
Mama bear.
Mama bear. And then when you're finished writing both of these, what are you going to start doing with them?
Color.
No? Do we need to cut anything?
No.
No, what did I say? You're going to put them in?
Your desk. In a stack.
We already put them in a stack. We're going to put them in order that they happened in the story. So you have to think about, what do we talk about first? At the very beginning when we talk about our story, what do we talk about? Think about it. I don't want you to tell me. I want you to show me on your desk. You're going to put them in order. So you can do 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom, because I think you have 8 papers. Yep, 8 papers. So 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. Figure out which one comes first. And I'm going around to see who has it in order right. And then that's when they're going to get their paper stapled. Yes. I want to see your tree in your hand. I'm looking for people that are listening. Find the tree, because that tells us where the story happened. And where did it happen?
In the woods.
In the woods. I'm looking for everybody's tree. It's okay, Daniel. Put your tree. I want to see your tree. Did I say stand up, Naya? No. Where's your tree at, Shannon? Look for your tree. Okay, then what's the next thing? We say where, then we say when did the story happen? Which one shows when?
The sun.
The sun. So put it behind the tree. That one's the second page. Then what?
She went in the house. Who are the characters?
Good, Janine. Next we say who are the characters. Which one shows us who the characters are?
The one we just finished.
The one we just finished. This one. This one goes next. So that's your third page. So I should have in the woods. Then behind it, one summer morning. Behind it, Goldilocks and the 3 bears picture. So this should be, if I'm making a book, what is this part going to be? This is going to be your front cover. Come on, Jacob. I want you guys all to put it together now. Okay, then after I say who are the characters, what do I say next?
She went in their house.
And she did what?
She ate their porridge.
She ate their porridge. So this one's next. She ate their porridge. After she ate their porridge, what did she do, Amara? Then she sat in their chairs. So this one goes next. There's 2 chairs over there with Natalie. Go figure out which one's yours. Okay, so next she sat in their chairs. After she sat in their chairs, what did she do? Micaiah has a quiet hand. She laid in their beds. And then we have 2 left. So then what happened? She ran away, and we know that the big idea is to never go in a stranger's house. So if you think you have them all right, put your thumb up. So which one should be at the front cover?
The tree.
The tree. If your tree's not at the front, what do you do if you're done? If your tree's at the front and you have them all in order, thumb up. So if I staple it, what can you do?
You.
Can you go through it and figure out the story?
Yes.
Figure out what each picture means. Which one's first, Daniel?
This one.
Then what?
And then we're in their house.
Think about it. They're in the woods. Then what? One summer morning. Then which one? No, that's the last one. Then we say this one. What does this mean? She's helping you. Who are the characters? Then she ate their porridge. She sat in their chairs. She laid in their beds. Okay, so we learned that this one tells us where the story happens. It happens in the woods. Okay, then this one is the sun. It tells us one summer morning. That tells us when the story happened. Some people are doing it with me. Then we know that our characters are who? Goldilocks, Baby Bear, Papa Bear, and Mama Bear. And when she went in their house, she ate their porridge. She sat in their chairs. She laid in their beds. She ran home. And she learned to never go into a stranger's house. So we have to remember those things for every story that we do. And you guys have to remember what happens in a story because those things are very important whenever we read a story. Do we understand?
Yes, Mrs. Davis.
Okay.